3 bold, high-stakes moves Chris Finch must make in Game 3 to save the Wolves' Western Conference Finals. Run the Minnesota Timberwolves face a brutal reality. Down 0-2 in the Western Conference Finals, trailing a Thunder team that looks unstoppable. The Wolves are staring down the barrel of elimination. The first 2 games in Oklahoma City were rough, painfully rough. Minnesota struggled to find any traction, getting outplayed and outmatched, especially defensively, in a series where every possession matters. Even though the scoreboard in Game 2 looked somewhat better than Game 1, the Wolves still fell behind by 22 points, before a late, desperate rally made the final margin a little less ugly. Now, the series shifts to Minneapolis for Games 3 and 4, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Historically, no NBA team has ever come back from a 3-0 hole to win a playoff series. While the Wolves aren't quite in that position yet, falling behind 3-0 looms as a distinct and terrifying possibility if changes aren't made fast. Head coach Chris Finch is running out of time, and it's becoming clear that his usual rotations and lineups aren't cutting it against a Thunder squad built on speed, defense, and relentless physicality. Finch has already hinted at a willingness to shake things up. He benched Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo for the entire fourth quarter in Game 2, a move that gave the Wolves some life in the final minutes. But if Minnesota wants to survive and shift the momentum in this series, Finch has to take bigger risks. Here are 3 bold, strategic moves that could redefine the Wolves' Game 3 and keep their championship dreams alive. 1. Unleash Terrence Shannon Jr. The rookie wildcard with game-changing potential. The Timberwolves have largely stuck with an 8-man rotation all season, trusting their veterans and core pieces to carry the load. But when opportunity knocked in February due to injuries, rookie Terrence Shannon Jr. seized it, and with explosive results. Shannon's breakout moment came on February 24th, ironically against the same Thunder squad currently dismantling Minnesota. He dropped 17 points, hauled in 10 rebounds, and swatted away 2 shots in a comeback victory that looked nearly impossible. He backed that performance with a 25-point explosion against the Lakers and a 17-point, 4-rebound, 5-assist showing against the Jazz in back-to-back games shortly thereafter. In another clutch outing against OKC, Shannon scored 13 points and grabbed 6 rebounds. What makes Shannon's game compelling right now is its simplicity and physicality. He's an explosive athlete who relentlessly attacks downhill, driving to the rim with a fearless mentality. While his shot creation is basic, he can knock down the occasional three-pointer when left open, providing a spark the Wolves desperately need. His physicality means he can stand toe-to-toe with the Thunder's aggressive defenders, unlike other less experienced rookies who might get overwhelmed by the grind. Bringing Shannon into the rotation wouldn't just be a gamble. It could be the catalyst to disrupt Oklahoma City's rhythm. His energy on defense and his ability to push the pace in transition could create mismatches and help the Wolves regain some momentum. Against a Thunder team that thrives on physicality and speed, Shannon's tenacity might be exactly what Minnesota needs. 2. Give Jaylen Clark a legitimate expanded role. The defensive disruptor Minnesota needs. If Finch decides to shake up the backcourt, there's another rookie who deserves serious consideration, Jaylen Clark. Clark saw limited minutes in Game 1 and was absent in Game 2, but his defensive prowess can't be ignored. Clark is a lockdown defender, known for his ability to generate steals and disrupt passing lanes. This season, he had multiple games with several steals, including a 4-steal performance against the Thunder, proof that he can hold his own against Oklahoma City's most lethal playmakers. His defensive intensity makes him a natural candidate to shadow Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Thunder's superstar and the Wolves' biggest headache this series. Finch could experiment with Clark as a disruptive force, potentially doubling down on defensive pressure by blitzing SGA with 2 defenders more often. Clark's hustle and defensive IQ might force turnovers and create transition opportunities, shifting the tempo in Minnesota's favor. While Clark isn't known for his offensive creativity, he's a reliable shooter who knows how to find open spots. More importantly, his ability to play within a defensive scheme could allow him to take some minutes away from Dante DiVincenzo, who has struggled mightily through these first 2 games. DiVincenzo's shooting has been inefficient, his turnovers have piled up, and his overall impact has been a negative on the court. Negative 47 plus-minus through 2 games. Clark could provide a cleaner, more energetic option. If Minnesota wants to DZ,